Q2197. A pilot who relies on short and long-term memory for repetitive tasks often neglects A. Flying outside the envelope. B. Checklists. C. Situation awareness. The correct answer is B. When a pilot relies solely on their short and long-term memory for repetitive tasks, there is a tendency to neglect the use of checklists. Checklists are an important tool in aviation that helps ensure critical steps and procedures are followed accurately and consistently. Checklists serve as a memory aid and a means of verification, helping pilots avoid errors and omissions during various phases of flight, such as pre-flight checks, before takeoff, approach, and landing procedures. By using checklists, pilots can systematically review and confirm important actions, settings, and configurations, reducing the risk of oversight or forgetting critical steps. Relying solely on memory for repetitive tasks can lead to complacency and the potential for errors, especially in high-stress or demanding situations. Checklists provide a standardized and structured approach, promoting thoroughness and accuracy in completing tasks. Therefore, it is important for pilots to prioritize the use of checklists as an integral part of their standard operating procedures, even for tasks they may consider repetitive or familiar. By incorporating checklists into their routine, pilots can enhance safety, maintain situational awareness, and minimize the likelihood of errors or oversights. 2063. Consistent adherence to approved checklists is a sign of A. Disciplined and competent pilot. B. Pilot who lacks the required knowledge. C. Low-time pilot. The correct answer is A. Consistent adherence to approved checklists is a sign of a disciplined and competent pilot. Checklists are an essential tool for pilots to ensure that critical tasks and procedures are followed correctly and consistently. By diligently following checklists, pilots demonstrate their commitment to safety, professionalism, and adherence to standard operating procedures. Using checklists helps pilots mitigate the risk of errors, omissions, or oversights during various phases of flight, including pre-flight checks, before takeoff, approach, and landing procedures. It promotes a systematic and thorough approach to completing tasks, verifying settings, and confirming critical actions. A disciplined and competent pilot recognizes the importance of following approved checklists as part of their standard operating procedures. They understand that checklists serve as memory aids, promoting consistency and accuracy in performing essential tasks. They prioritize safety and professionalism by incorporating checklists into their routine and effectively utilizing them in all appropriate situations. In contrast, a pilot who consistently neglects or disregards approved checklists may exhibit a lack of discipline or may not fully appreciate the importance of following established procedures. However, consistently adhering to approved checklists is a positive characteristic of a skilled and competent pilot. 2069. The positive three-step process in the exchange of flight controls between pilots includes these verbal steps. 1. You have the flight controls. 2. I have the flight controls. And 3. A. You have the flight controls. B. I have the aircraft. C. I have the flight controls. The correct answer is A. The positive three-step process in the exchange of flight controls between pilots includes the following verbal steps. You have the flight controls. The pilot who is giving up control of the aircraft verbally acknowledges and confirms that the other pilot is assuming control. I have the flight controls. The pilot who is assuming control of the aircraft verbally confirms that they have taken over control. You have the flight controls. In the final step, the pilot who originally gave up control reaffirms that the other pilot now has full control of the aircraft. This three-step process ensures clear communication and eliminates any ambiguity during the transfer of control. It helps to prevent misunderstandings or confusion about who has control of the aircraft at any given time, which is crucial for maintaining safe and coordinated flight operations. 2068. To avoid missing important steps, always use the A. Appropriate checklists. B. Placarded airspeeds. C. Airworthiness Certificate. The correct answer is A. Using appropriate checklists is crucial for avoiding missing important steps during various phases of flight. Checklists provide a systematic and comprehensive approach to ensure that critical tasks, procedures, and safety checks are properly completed. Checklists are designed to cover a wide range of items, including pre-flight checks, startup procedures, takeoff and landing procedures, emergency procedures, and more. By following the appropriate checklists, pilots can ensure that they are not skipping any essential steps or overlooking important considerations. Using checklists helps to promote standardization, reduce the likelihood of errors or omissions, and maintain a high level of safety in flight operations. It is an important practice for pilots to develop and maintain discipline in using the appropriate checklists for each phase of flight. 2082. An extreme case of a pilot getting behind the aircraft can lead to the operational pitfall of A. Loss of situational awareness. B. Loss of workload. C. Internal stress. The correct answer is A. When a pilot gets behind the aircraft, it means they are not effectively managing the tasks and responsibilities required for safe and efficient flight. This can result in a loss of situational awareness, which is the understanding of the current state of the aircraft, its position, and the surrounding environment. Loss of situational awareness can occur when a pilot becomes overwhelmed by the workload, fails to prioritize tasks effectively, or becomes fixated on a single aspect of the flight while neglecting other critical information. It can lead to errors in navigation, failure to recognize hazards or changing conditions, and an increased risk of accidents or incidents. Maintaining situational awareness is essential for effective decision-making, risk management, and overall flight safety. Pilots should strive to manage their workload, stay organized, and continuously monitor and assess the situation to avoid the pitfalls associated with loss of situational awareness.